Ok, thử thách 30 ngày Shadowing English ngày thứ 27 trên 30. Rồi chúng ta cùng nhau bắt đầu.
There are so many surrounding you. There are stories. No matter it can be difficult and be living in a city can be quite expensive
Living in a city can be quite expensive,
and saving money can be difficult.
and saving money can be difficult.
No matter where you go,
No matter where you go,
there are stores surrounding you.
there are stores surrounding you.
There are so many fun things to do and so many friends to do things with.
There are so many fun things to do and so many friends to do things with.
And things in the city just cost more.
And things in the city just cost more.
To do things with. And things in the city just cost more. Thankfully, I've come up with some strategies to help save money and make the most of your budget.
Thankfully, Alex come up with some strategy to help save money and make the most of your budget.
Some strategies to help save money and make the most of your budget.
Make the most budget.
First, you can consider your housing options.
First, you can consider your housing options.
Sharing an apartment with roommates or choosing a location slightly further from the city center can significantly reduce rent costs. Can significantly further from the city center. And make sure to be careful with utilities.
And make sure to be careful with utility.
Small things. And make sure to be careful with utilities.
Utility.
Small things like turning off lights.
Small thing like turning off lights
When you're not using them.
when you are not using them.
Using energy efficient appliances.
Using energy efficient appliances. Okay.
Here we go. How you doing? We're going to do some shadowing practice for fluency. Now we have a text. It's a good text. It's kind of long, and we'll do the shadowing. So looking for, you could also say seeking. Are you seeking quick success?
Are you looking for
quick success? That's kind of hard to say.
success?
Quick success.
Quick success.
It's important to remember that.
It's important to remember that.
Significant. It's important to remember that.
It's important to remember that.
Significant
significant
achievements.
Achievements.
Great achievements. Significant
significance achievements
come after a long period of hard work.
After a long period of hard work. Significant
achievements come after a long period of hard work.
Come after a long period of hard work.
It's important to remember that.
It's important to remember that.
When learning a skill like speaking English.
When learning a skill like speaking English.
That's right. Did you know that speaking English is a skill? It's a skill. You have to practice it just like any other skill. So it's normal to feel frustrated.
It's normal to feel frustrated.
It's normal to feel frustrated.
To feel frustrated.
If you can't perform perfectly right away.
If you can't perform perfectly right away.
Can you perform perfectly right away? From the beginning?
Right away.
So it's normal to feel frustrated if you can't perform perfectly right away.
It's normal to feel frustrated if you can't perform.
However,
However,
with practice,
with practice,
you'll gradually become
you will gradually
familiar
become familiar
with natural phrases
with
and the
natural
flow of
phrases
English.
and the flows of English.
Oh, this is a good sentence. However, with
However,
practice,
with practice,
you'll gradually, little by
you will gradually.
However, with
However-
practice,
However, with practice,
you'll gradually, little by
you will gradually
little, become familiar
familiar
with natural phrases,
with
natural
natural
phrases
phrases, with
and the
natural
flow
phrases
of English.
and the flow of
However,
English.
with practice, you'll gradually become familiar with natural phrases
Gradually.
and the flow of English.
Familiar.
Okay, good. You'll start using better pronunciation.
You start using
You'll start
you start using
Okay, good. You'll start
you start using better
using better pronunciation.
pronunciation
And eventually,
and eventually
you'll speak English beautifully.
you will speak English
And eventually,
beautifully.
you'll speak English beautifully. You'll speak English
You speak English beautifully.
beautifully. And eventually, you'll speak English beautifully.
Eventually, you speak English beautifully.
But it's
But-
essential
Essential
to be patient
to be patient
because it takes time.
because it takes
It's like
time.
baking a cake.
It's like
Baking a cake, baking a cake.
baking a
You
cake.
can't rush the mixing, baking, or cooling.
You can rush the mixing, baking,
No, you
or
can't rush
cooling.
anything. You can't even rush the cooling the cake.
Ok, hôm nay chúng ta dừng ở đây.